it's me, Jessica. Welcome to my channel, Changing the Face of Fibromyalgia. Today, I want to talk about a topic that a lot of us experience on a daily basis. Stay tuned. Living with autoimmune, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, RA, MS, lupus, is very frustrating. What I can talk on is fibromyalgia, Sjorgens, and Raynauds, because that's what I live with daily. That's what I'm healing from daily. I want to talk about something today that I don't see talked about a whole lot. Matter of fact, I don't see it talked about at all, really. And that's how we are treated as patients. It's very frustrating to walk into a doctor's office, not really understanding what's going on with your body, feeling the pain that you're feeling, and the frustration, the anxiety, the panic, the IBS, all of the great things that go along with autoimmune. And you walk into the office and you say, "Hey doctor, this is how I'm feeling." They're probably going to do some blood tests. That's probably what they're going to start out with. And then they're going to come back and say, "Well, really? I mean, your cholesterol's up, your BP's a little high, but we really can't find much wrong with you. It's probably fibromyalgia." That's what we get. And then you say, "Well, what's fibromyalgia?" And they say, "Well, we really don't understand the illness so much. I mean, it's kind of a mystery illness. We don't really know what causes it." That's what we get. Okay, so then you have that initial appointment, and then they start you on some medications. Okay, they say, "Now this is shown to help some. You know, why don't you go ahead and try it for 30 days? We'll go ahead and schedule a next doctor's appointment." You go to the next doctor's appointment and you say, "Whatever you put me on, I feel like I'm losing my mind." "Oh, well, you know, you haven't tried it long enough yet." I mean, there is some side effects to it, but the benefits outweigh the side effects. What? Okay, so then you come back and you go, "Well, now I'm experiencing insomnia. I can't sleep and my mind is racing." "Okay, well, let's go ahead and try you on this medication." Then you go back and you say, "Well, I'm depressed. I'm feeling really depressed." "Okay, let me put you on an antidepressant." Then you go back and say, "I'm having muscle spasms now." "Okay, let's put you on a muscle relaxer." By the time you get through with it all, you're on like 9, 10 medications, uppers and downers. Not to mention you tell them that the pain is so severe you can't get through your day. So then they say, "Okay, we can start you out on some pain medication. Or better yet, maybe you should go to a pain clinic." Okay, so meanwhile, we've had a whole bunch of Band-Aids put on our symptoms, but yet we're not fixed. And they tell us we're not fixable. And that more than likely we're going to end up in a wheelchair, using a cane in several years, but we should prepare for that. Why should I prepare for that in my life? Tell me, why should I prepare for that? I'm not a person that just sits down and listens to you tell me that my life is going to go downhill and I do nothing about it. I'm 41. I still consider myself pretty young. Now, my insides have felt like I'm like 95. But I'm young at heart. My mind is still young. I'm still like wanting to be in society and contribute to society and take care of my family and friends and work and earn a living. But that's just not in my reality right now. Of course, I am healing my body. It takes time. I didn't get sick overnight. I'm not going to heal overnight. I know what to do. And tell me, why is it that I know what to do, but the doctors don't? Why is it that I'm healing my body, but I haven't had a doctor heal me yet? I am now off all my medications except for one, and that's for sleep. And I'm working on that. And if I can do that, Why can't the doctors who have been to school do it? Why can they not put us on the right path? Is it because insurance companies and pharmaceuticals and the medical profession in cahoots with one another? Is it because it doesn't put money in their pocket? I don't know. It's the way it feels. Because then you go back to the doctor and say, all these medications are making me worse. They're all making me worse. Oh no, that's all in your head. And you're just nervous. You just need to eat better, get some exercise. Yeah, I can almost guarantee you, if you're new to fibro, you're going to go to the doctor and they're going to tell you, yes, you need to exercise. Yes, you need to change your diet. And some of that's true, okay? Most autoimmune patients have pretty much the same look. The puffy face, the bloated stomach. You can see that they're stiff and that they're having a hard time moving about. We don't want to live this way. I don't want to live within the confines of four walls in my bedroom. I don't want to be out of society. I don't want to stop participating in my kids' activities or not be a fantastic wife or a fantastic daughter or sister or friend. I don't want to be isolated. I don't want to be detached. Why do you think I want to live this way? And then when you do go to the doctor and you tell them it's making you worse, or that pain medicine isn't working, maybe we need to up the dosage, and they go, no, you're seeking medication and we can't have that. Do you need some help for that? Do we need to commit you for that? Or you go to them and say, I'm experiencing such bad anxiety, diarrhea, migraines, and they go, okay, well, have you changed your medicine? Well, I decided to get off of that one medication because I feel like it was killing me. Oh, you're in withdrawal. Guess what? You're not going to get any help with that either. It needs to change. All of it needs to change. If you want to know what you can do for your patients who suffer from this illness, it's be compassionate. Actually look up from your computer and look them in the eyes and see their pain. Research to see what could be causing it. Are you just going to wait on some other doctor to figure it out and then you follow suit? I mean, why can't you be the one to figure it out? Why can't you do the research and the hard work? I mean, if I can figure it out, can't you? I consider myself a pretty smart little cookie. But it took my chiropractor to tell me what was going on in my body and tell me what I needed to do to heal. And that's exactly what's happening. Then when I do go to a doctor and say, oh yes, this is what I'm doing to heal, they go, what's your vagus nerve got to do with your autoimmune? What does your atlas have to do with your autoimmune? They just truly don't get it. Either they don't get it or they're refusing to recognize it. I've known women who have committed suicide because of chronic pain and their life just went downhill. Is that the answer? Well, no. But that just tells you how desperate some people are. And they're fed up and nobody has listened. Be compassionate. How hard is that? How hard is it to be in the profession of treating people of illness and you can't even be a tiny bit compassionate? And I'm not saying that all doctors are like that. No, not saying that at all. There's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. I've seen them. I know. Would you please stop putting a Band-Aid on our symptoms and figure out what's going on? You know, it's sad that it becomes a stigma when you look outside the box and say, oh, that's what the vagus nerve actually does in our body. And when it's inflamed or trapped, these are the symptoms that we're going to get. Why is that a stigma when it's a part of our anatomy and that it's proven that when it's trapped and inflamed, these are the symptoms we're going to get? I was very close to death last year in 2017. And I know that if it would have kept going, I wouldn't be here today. I even went to the hospital, and that man told me to grow up as I'm having muscle spasms and stuttering right in front of his eyes. He told me to grow up. I don't want to live this way. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to be isolated. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to live in my bed. And neither do the other individuals that suffer from this illness. I do hope that there is a medical professional that watches this video and says, what can I do to change what's going on? You can listen. Maybe we do know what we're talking about when we find things that actually do cause our symptoms. And instead of you dismissing us or making us think we're crazy, why don't you read into it? Look it up. See how you can help. It shouldn't be so difficult. The fix is simple. The fix is so simple. It's not complicated. It's very simple. And all we want is compassion and understanding and knowing why our body is doing what our body is doing. We don't want a Band-Aid. We want a fix. We want to feel better. We want to be a part of our lives again. We want to contribute to society. But all the Band-Aids you give us just make us worse and complicate things. And yes, there are some people who choose medication, and that's okay. That's all right if it works for you. But I've seen the damage it can do. I have lived the damage, and I see what it does on a daily basis. I do run a support group on Facebook, and I do see what these women go through daily. And I've been sharing with them for months now what's healing my body. And a vast majority of them are doing what I'm doing, and it is working. So how can that go unnoticed, and how can you dismiss it? I know that these women go into the doctor and they say, this is what I have started in my regimen. And they go, why would you do that? Or what is that? You'd be surprised how many doctors goes, well, what is your vagus nerve got to, I don't even know what you're talking about. And they just dismiss you. And I'm pretty sure you leave the office and they never give it another thought. It needs to change. I am begging the medical profession to change how you view people with chronic pain and autoimmune. It is miserable, and we don't want to live this way any more than you would want to live daily in pain. Any more than what you would see a family member or a friend go through in pain. Wouldn't you want to fix it? Wouldn't you want to do everything you can in your power to fix it? Thank you so much for joining me today on this video. I do appreciate you you watching and listening. Please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot to say and a lot of information to give you. New videos are uploaded every Monday and Thursday. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me know how I'm doing. And comment below if, you know, you understand what I'm going through or what I'm feeling. Maybe you felt the same way. I'd be glad to look at your comments and see validation. So thank you so much for joining me on Changing the Face of Fibromyalgia.